Live or is it Memorex?
I don't think Memorex would help us.
No, I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, why is this not working?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work or not. Good morning, if there's anybody out there.
Good morning. Oh, I need to get my iPad out, my tablet, so I can look at chat. Hope it's charged. Well, good morning to whoever is here. Let me look and see.
Don't see anybody said anything yet.
Oh, why are you?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work or not, Steve.
What's that?
This mat. It's
not
real sticky. Well, of course, and I'm used to the adhesive, so.
Well, I was using it to seal it, so I don't know how it'll work for actually gluing stuff on.
Well, I was hoping it'd be a light enough deal that it would still be able to pick that up pretty good.
Where is my... At some point, I'm going to have to go in and bring Frenchie out here. My guess is he's probably going to tear the house up.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't leave him alone. Yeah, that's not too bad.
I am out here yesterday. He was like...
We got you on the main camera anymore.
Why?
See, now that's not too bad.
Because you can?
You get a little bit of the green on there. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I just don't know that that's sticky enough, though, is the only problem.
Well, it may not be for to actually glue stuff on, but I was thinking more on the sealing it so that it didn't fall apart.
Yeah, well, I was wanting to use it over the outside of the original foliage to put the green, to put that green on there. And thought maybe that might work pretty good.
Uh-oh.
But then if I can get the green on there, and then it'll seal it. So that's good too.
Come on, iPad, do your thing.
For coffee.
Time for coffee. Can you guys please stay on the rails? Thank you. Oh crap! You got me on the bean can. Yeah, I dishing up beans. Okay, I get it. Okay, let's look at chat. Let's see. Boom.
We are by ourselves.
Here's a surprise. Oh, that's okay. Somebody will.
Oh yeah, somebody will be in.
Somebody
or not, or they'll go. Oh God, they're back.
They go, oh God, they're doing it again.
Really? Excuse me.
Yeah, I was really hoping Bill could jump on.
Yeah, and so we could actually see some of this progress on how he's doing it. That.
Yeah, he's got a killer way of making trees. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, we might have to stick with the adhesive for putting on the main part of it.
They're talking about fire season here real quick.
Are they?
Because they've already had several pretty decent. Yeah, I mean, I'd never seen them call fire season in May before ever. It is just so dry here. Can you stop doing that? I need my glue. Where is my glue? Boy, I love that E6000 for gluing trees down.
Oh yeah,
It's
it works good for a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's very similar. It's very similar to Walther's goo or just regular goo that you see in the hardware store.
Mm. Except for the little stringies that it leaves spider webs all over the layout.
Yeah, you have to kind of watch that. It's kind of like using a hot glue gun in that regard.
Yeah. But that worked really well. Okay, where is my white glue? Where is the white? There it is.
Yeah, the trick to the mat, Steve, is to try to adhere your ground foam right after you spray it. It's still sticky, and then you can put some over the top.
Okay, so do it right away.
Yeah, and then just go back and seal it. Yeah, that's gonna work. I like that.
Oh, cool. Well, that I'm glad to hear.
Okay, now what I need to do is try to do just an all green one.
Oh, shoot.
Pull this stuff thin enough.
My glue thing is all stopped up. There we
go. Hey, now we got a load chat full of people. Well, you turn away a second, and here they come. Morning, everybody.
Oh, we got Chuck, Sheep Boy, Lee. Who else we got? We got the important ones.
Here, Sheep Boy's here. Chuck. Hey, Chuck. Go to the website. Go to the Teespring site. Do you have that? You have that? I don't have it on here. I didn't put it on the description this morning. But go to the Teespring website. Go back on one of the other shows and find it, and go in there and pick something out, and just send me an email, personal email. Don't send it to the show email. Send it to my email, and I'll get you set up. Okay. Oh, I think that'll work just fine. Okay. Well, I'm making trees this morning. Again.
Well, I think I am. Well, I got a little furnace filter, so I think I'll probably make a few.
It seems like a never-ending.
Too much glue. Damn it.
Never-ending job that has to be done on a layout is making trees.
My official count is, let's see. I painstakingly counted them yesterday. With what I made yesterday, I got 453. You were really close at guessing that, Claude. Man, it's like.
Well, I had a little bit of an advantage in that I knew about how many you had on the first part of it.
Funny, I thought I had more.
Yeah, well, I thought I guessed maybe was guessing a little high when you said you were surprised that it wasn't more. Get on there.
Hey, Chuck, have you started building your turnouts yet?
Let's see. What's the difference between alcohol ink and drawing ink? Well, drawing ink is India ink, so it's regular ink. Alcohol ink, as far as I know, is just a diluted ink with alcohol in it, diluted with alcohol. But for your other question, let me find it. I've got it in here somewhere. Oh, it's over here, I think. Don't mind me, I'm just wandering around. What do I do with it? Well, I'll tell you what. It's a wonder I can find the train room some days. Well, I don't know what I did with it. But the best thing I use, Chuck, instead of staining them, is I use Krylon Camo Brown and do the rail and ties all at the same time. By the time you put ballast on it, it looks as good as you can do by painting each tie separately and all that stuff. That's a lot of work trying to do it that way. Where is that stuff? Oh, I bet I took it downstairs. Hang on, I'll go get it.
That'll work. Oh, where are my scissors? There they are. Yeah, Claude and I were talking last night. It's like, you want to do beans? It's like, sure. Why are you shorting? What did you do anyway? Turn it off. That's good.
Okay, here, Chuck. This is Krylon, but Rust-Oleum makes the same thing. It's just ultra flat. All their camo is ultra flat. And they've got like four different colors, 5 different colors. And I get the darker brown. And they've got one that's darker than this. It's closer to a black. But the one just above that's the one I use. And it does a fantastic job. It's the same way that Fast Tracks does theirs. So if you watch any of their videos, it's the same way he does his.
Oh, did you see RC Grab Bag's latest update?
I saw him put one up. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Oh, he was showing how he was building turnouts.
Oh, Fast Track turnouts?
Yeah, I wasn't aware that he built turnouts. I wish now that I'd have just sprung the extra money for the Fast Tracks jig instead of the one that I bought.
Yeah,
Sure, it's fine.
Live and learn.
It's just that the Fast Tracks one looks so much nicer. Just because they're machined at a really nice.
Well, it's an aluminum jig versus the phenolic.
Yeah, which is fine for what I'm doing. But I was thinking, with the end scale, I think a more precise jig would have been the way to go. I tell you what, the HO one's like a piece of cake next to building end scale.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's with the, let me get it over here. That's with the dryer sheet on it and the green ground foam. The only problem with the dryer sheet is it's so white that you got to put a lot of ground foam on it to cover it all. And I prefer to be able to see the trunk a little bit more. But I've also noticed on the backdrop on the green Aspens, it's harder to see the trunk than it is on the yellow ones. In a lot of cases, at least the ones I can see from here. Okay, somebody sent me a message. Let me get up here.
Hello, Randall. Morning. Hey, John, 2618.
Hey, John.
How's our favorite pilot doing? How's our favorite pilot doing?
Get this in the right spot.
Oh my God. There's no room in here. What are you laughing at?
You're groaning, moaning and groaning. You sound like me.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's no room to work in here. That, and I torqued my knee a couple days ago.
Don't even say that, man. It makes mine hurt. I'm debating on whether or not to call the surgeon and see about getting in before I go on this trip, because I don't want to be laid up, just before going and try to maneuver on a recovering knee.
Right.
But then if I wait too long, then it gets into bowling season.
Yeah.
See, I want it all.
And you don't mess up your bowling season.
Well, we finished our regular bowling season, so we did get done with that part.
And before anybody gives me a hard time, yes, that is a Burlington Northern train running around my layout.
Trainer.
Yeah.
What would Mark say?
Traitor.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
You're a Santa Fe guy and you got a BN running around your train. How does that work? I got a good deal on it. So I figured I'd pick up a caboose and have a BN train. Actually, I always liked BN. I think that Cascade green looks really sharp. Now that's good. Let's try 3 layers of that. Claude, Sheep Boy says
Yeah.
he can't see me. Why would you want to see me? Why would you want to see
Oh,
me anyway?
yeah, I'm sorry.
You can't see me.
We'll fix that.
Don't give Claude the reins.
He wants to see your trains running. That's what he wants to do. So we'll just make those bigger.
Oh, that would okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can fix it. Kind of.
That's fine.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. Let's see.
Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to actually do what I need it to do, Steve.
Not going to
I
hurt
do it
my
just right,
feelings.
it works, but excuse me. While I choke to death. I guess I could show these trees again. These trunks. This is these are just the pine trees stems from or trunks from Wooden Scenics, and of course come in a variety of lengths. I twist them and then spray them with a chalk spray paint, chalky finish. Let that dry, and then I just take a magic marker or a Sharpie and put the black marks on the bottom, toward the bottom, and then let that dry, and then you're ready to start putting your foliage on. So if you're wanting an easy way to do aspen trees, this is about as simple as I found, and it looks a lot better than what I started with. What I need to do is see if they've got some of this color green in this material here, which this is early fall foliage. Early and mid fall foliage.
Great.
And it's number F55 from Woodland Scenics. And of course, once I spray the adhesive on there, I just lightly wrap it around so that it looks, real airy and doesn't look like it's a blanket of leaves. And this stuff is kind of like the dryer sheet, but not quite as thick on the fiber stuff. So you just pull it apart. I don't know which one to show. I need light over here is what I need.
Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, Chuck's asked me if there's a difference between the jigs besides looks. Yeah, because Fast Tracks, machines aluminum, I think, to pretty tight tolerances, and the ones from Blue Ridge are really good. I mean, the tolerances are nice, but it's a composite, and I don't think it's as uniform all over the jig as you would if you're doing aluminum versus this composite. So yeah, it works fine, but I think if I was going to do it again, I would just spring the extra money and get the Fast Tracks jig. I mean, it was over twice what the Blue Ridge was, but I think in the long run, it probably would be worth it.
Well, and I see jigs every now and then on eBay for sale. Of course, it's hit and miss, and they don't usually last long if they put them on for a good price. But yeah, there's a lot of people using Fast Tracks now, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
and for good reason.
You know, the guy
Once
that
you
builds the Blue Ridge, I mean, go ahead.
well, once you figure out what you're doing with it, it's really simple to do. So, it's people I think are finding out that it's not a difficult thing to master.
Yeah, I mean the tools are the hard part because it's
paying
expensive
for it's the
setting
hard
up.
part.
But hell, if you've got all the stuff to do it, I mean, yeah, making them that's too.
Yeah, paying for it's the hard part. That was more painful than any of the learning curve in building it, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, good soldering iron, good solder, that's key. I mean, if you got the right stuff, man, it's a walk in the it's not a walk in the park, but if you got to make a ton of turnouts, that's the way to do it.
Hey, Chuck, do you have a dial a temp kind of iron, or are you using a certain wattage iron? Because if you're not using at least a 35 or 33 watt, 35 watt, something like that, you're going to have trouble getting it hot enough, quick enough. Hey, Randall. Welcome. I've got 2 orders in with Train World. Have had for almost 2 years now. But being their Blackstone engines, I don't think they're going to be anytime soon. Unfortunately. Anyway, let me show you what I'm using for the foliage. Now, the color that's still in the bag, the color that's still in the bag is the later fall, more of a mid fall for the aspens. The aspens they go from green to bright yellow, and then to kind of an orange, a rusty orange. I need to get my light over here. Let's see here. This might look a little better if I do this. Oh, you get one of these clamp-on flexible lights and you think it's going to work good, and then it just doesn't ever stay where you put it. There we go. That might be a little better. Anyway, this is and now it's too bright. I can't figure out which way to show this. That's the stuff I'm using, trying to get the glare off of it. Anyway, the number on it's F55. It comes in this small bag. It's about $5 for the bag. And it'll do several trees or bushes. You could do ivy with, an ivy with it or something like that. A lot of it falls off. As you see, a lot of it falls off, and some of that I just sprinkle back on. Some of it I use for some ground cover underneath the trees. So I don't waste too much of it. But now this is coarse turf burnt grass. And burnt grass color, which is about the right color for the backdrop trees, aspens that are in the middle of turning. And that's what I'm kind of trying to replicate. Because see, on my backdrop, I've got a lot of them that are in the middle of turning yellow. This needs to be up closer. That might be better there. The light's not too bright on everything. I just spread it out. Well, it's hard to get a good light on there. spread it out, and then I'll be ready to lay it over the branches once I spray them. Trees. Hey Chuck, did you find the website okay? The Teespring website for us? It should be on one of the former shows, either on Trackside or probably more likely on Trackside than on Beans. Allie's real good about remembering to put that stuff on the description. I never remember. But if you'll find that and pick something out, just send me your choice on an email and I'll get it out to you. I do cut this stuff sometimes, but I prefer to pull it apart because it looks a little more natural. Then if I cut it, you get too much of a straight line. And the other thing I found, when you're doing anything that's in the world of nature, don't try to get perfect with it.
No, there's no straight lines in Mother Nature.
Nope.
Actually, the more imperfect it is, the better it looks.
In just a second, I'll show you guys this backdrop and what I'm talking about with these trees where they're starting to turn from green to gold. Let me find a good one to show you. Disconnect this. Okay, hang on here. Oh, not even going to do that. I'm just going to put it up here like this. Okay, if you if you can see that, you can see how they're turning. Some of them are green, some of them are yellow. And then higher on the hill, they're almost all green. And then down over here, little lower altitude, where it's warmer, they've started turning. So they turn from low altitude to high altitude because they are a cool weather tree. But that's what I'm trying to replicate, and then get up there and put some of those in there. Is that showing? I can't see behind me. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm after. Here's one I did. This is a dryer sheet that I did. I'm not real crazy about this one because the dryer sheets, the fiber part works well, but they're too white. So I would have to find a green that's a little closer to that color that I could spray the dryer sheet with first. Then it would make a good tree cover. Okay, Chuck, I'll get it out after we get off here. We're coming out, hopefully, it'll be June or July, probably next year. As long as the powers to be in those states don't get too crazy. Because from what I'm hearing right now, and I don't know how true it is, but from what I'm hearing on some of the sites where I'm looking for rooms and stuff for next year, they're warning that they may have restrictions in place for having to quarantine. Well, when we went to Yellowstone last year, Jackson Hole and Yellowstone, we went through New Mexico, which had a quarantine ban. Where if you came in the States, you're supposed to quarantine for 14 days, but we didn't stop. We drove straight through. We didn't even stop for gas in New Mexico, which we don't normally do. We don't normally stop for gas there when we go through there. We just go through the northeast corner of New Mexico. But, if you're staying in a hotel or a motel and you register from out of state, we don't know what the implications are going to be. So that's one of the things I have to figure out when I'm looking for rooms. And of course, booking a year ahead makes that a little harder to tell what's going to be going on. Plus, we're going to have the dogs with us. So I've got to find places that'll take the dogs or let the dogs stay. That sort of thing.
And Train Mountain hasn't even put out any information on the triennial next year.
I still haven't.
Usually is in June. No.
Well, I got a feeling we're coming regardless.
Well, yeah.
I'm just trying to work out. I'm just trying to work out our route, so to speak, because there's several things we want to stop and see on the way, either on the way or on the way back. So anyway, but yeah, June or July, Chuck, I will definitely let you know, because I'm gonna make Steve take me to Train Mountain, and
oh hell yeah,
it'd be cool if you were there and could go with us.
Yeah, the triennial's neat, but there's something to be said for going up there with there's nobody too, and have the place to yourself.
Oh, I would be just fine with that. It'd be neat to see some of the other trains and stuff.
Oh, yeah. But it is crazy. It is crazy.
Oh, yeah. There are a lot of people there. I've seen it on video.
Oh, yeah. And try to get a room. You got to book ahead of time, because there aren't very many places to stay in Klamath Falls and Chiloquin. Of course, they did build a new three-story motel at near the casino at Train Mountain, so I don't know how that'll help, but they did do that.
Well, we're going to be staying in Grants Pass, so for
there's plenty of places.
Wife and I will be fine. Yeah, we'll be good during Grants Pass, but because she won't want to go to Train Mountain anyway.
No, her and Sheila can find something to do. She's been there. She says, I don't need to go back.
That would be Brenda.
She says it's too big.
Too big, too much stuff. Yeah.
Too big.
I thought it was too high.
It's too big. It's too long is what it is. It's like she said, it all looks the same. It's like, yeah.
Oh, she's talking about riding on the train.
Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
where
10.
she would get that.
Well, that's too. Well, she's not crazy about the train anyways.
No, most women aren't.
No, I don't get it.
That's like when Brenda and I went and rode Durango and Silverton. She liked the scenery. She could have cared less about the train.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when she got cinders in her eye. She didn't like that at all.
Oh yeah. No, that would put a damper on it. Especially if you're wearing a white top, That's probably...
Yeah, if you've never been on a steam train, guys, even if you're sitting inside in a coach, be wary of cinders, because they will find their way into your eye at some point. But riding an actual coal-fired steam train is just really cool.
Yeah, there's nothing like coal smoke.
Yeah, I just hope the tree huggers don't. And I'm all for hugging trees. I mean, I love Colorado, and you got to conserve nature and stuff. But worrying about a fire,
You also have to
spraying
conserve.
all the time is ludicrous.
You got to conserve. You got to conserve history too, and coal-fired steam is history.
Yep. Oh, and we're fast approaching
Train messed up.
people that have never seen one in person.
Yeah.
And that's when it will end up going away. Oh. Okay.
Well, what they'll do is they'll end up having to convert to oil like everybody else.
Yeah, they've already got the diesels up at Durango, which they got from the White Pass. Seeing we went up the White Pass too in Alaska. She didn't like that trip either. I'm out on the open vestibule right up between cars, and she's staying in the coach.
Yeah.
She doesn't like high mountain roads and stuff, and that White Pass line, it climbs continuously up to the White Pass, and it's a pretty good climb, right on the edge of that little canyon that it's going up.
Yeah, if you're afraid of heights, I can see where that would probably cause a problem.
Well, and see, Cumberson Toltec is kind of like that. When you get to the Toltec Canyon, especially, you're on the side of the cliff the whole time. Not the whole time, but the whole time you're in the canyon. But you get these beautiful vista views. But yeah, it's like going through Red Mountain Pass there between Silverton and Ouray. She won't look at the scenery. She's watching me, making sure I'm not looking at the scenery. Because that's a road. If you take your eyes off the road for very long, you could end up at the bottom of the canyon real quick.
Yeah, that'll mess your vacation up real quick.
Yeah, mess everything up real quick. It's a lot of fun though. I mean, it's a beautiful drive.
Okay, well, now I have to wait for my trees to dry.
Did you give them a bath?
Yeah. No, let's see, how many? No, they're all glued. Now I don't have any room to put them. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more. These are just regular trees, though.
If I take I-70, would you come through Burns before you get to Steve's? I don't know. I'd have to look at the map.
No. No, I-70, you're coming, that'd be from...
that's too far north,
I think. That you're coming in from... Yeah, Northern California, I think, I-70.
Yeah, if we go straight out, the straightest route to get Steve's is 30 hours, it says. And it goes up through Denver, up to Cheyenne, and then turns west on 80, goes through Salt Lake, and gets out west of Salt Lake somewhere and heads north on what looks like 2-lane roads. I forgot what the highway number was. It's not an interstate. But we haven't decided if we're going that way or coming back that way. So, but I don't think we get anywhere close to Burns. I don't think we're going that far north.
No, if you're going through Burns, you'd have to be coming down from Idaho, and you won't be.
Well, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing. If we go, we haven't decided on the route yet because we'll both be retired by then, so we won't have to be back for any reason. So, we could be gone a month as far as that goes, and we might end up going up because I've been wanting to see Glacier National Park, but I don't know that she'd be in for making that big a loop because because we're definitely going to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Zion, Zion National Park. Probably see Yosemite. So that we're already down that far south, and then going up to Steve's. And if we come back, it would on the straight line. It'd be well south of Burns, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But that could change.
Yeah,
we
Burns
could
is
end
kind
up
of the
going
center
to,
of Oregon.
Yeah, we could end up going to Glacier. And if we did that, then yeah, we'd be going north up through Idaho. Because if we did that, I'd almost want to go. Except I doubt I'd go all the way to Coeur d'Alene, but I've always wanted to see that area up in there. But it might be a little bit too far to go.
I went to Coeur d'Alene once.
I looked at a fishing lodge up there that was for sale. Oh man, that's been 45 years ago. And I was looking for real estate in the mountains before I got married. And there was a fishing lodge that was on the Coeur d'Alene River. And man, it was gorgeous. And I couldn't believe how little money they wanted for it. I don't remember how much it was now, but it wasn't very much. Today it'd be ungodly, but except I didn't know anything about running a lodge. It wouldn't have been out of my reach to finance it. I mean, it was cheap enough that I was giving it serious consideration. And I love the outdoors, so especially in the mountains.
Okay. Spray these. Oh, crap.
You sounded like Ahmed, the dead terrorist.
Oh, crap! Holy cow! I crack myself up. No, I blow myself up.
Oh, crap.
I love Ahmed. Holy crap. You ever see Terry Fader? I think he's better than
Oh,
Jeff
yeah.
Bonner.
I saw him in person here in town. That guy's phenomenal.
Oh, that's cool.
Him and the little girl that won You've Got Talent a few years ago. She was 12.
Oh, America's Got Talent? Yeah.
Yeah, taught herself ventriloquism. Man, she's good.
Where do these kids come from? Man.
Well, Steve, we could tell you, but we have to tell you.
Okay. I killed myself.
We can tell you what causes that.
I tried Yeah, I know. I tried ventriloquism when I was little. It's like that. Nah.
Yeah, well, I think some people have a natural ability to do that. You know, their throat and that sort of thing. That's not that they couldn't learn. Somebody couldn't learn how to do it. But I think the people that pick it up real easy, it's fairly easy for them. It would be easier than say you and I trying to do it. Heck, I can't even get a good breath of air in the morning. So, of course, it might have something to do with breathing all these fumes.
I don't know, ventriloquism. I'm always talking to myself anyway, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I figured out that I talk to myself because nobody ever listens to me. So you end up talking to yourself. You'll listen to me, though.
Huh? Oh.
You'll listen to me. What?
Huh?
Huh? I'm sorry. You said something.
Are you talking to me?
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me.
Oh my God.
Okay. I got to go check on Frenchie.
The Frenchie.
The little shit. Little Frenchie. I got to go check on Gus.
You need to get him a beret, man.
Poke my head in. Yeah. Yeah, he's a little fart. Hopefully he hasn't crapped on the floor.
Okay, while Steve's gone, I'm going to go through chat since I get this one sealed off.
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay, let's see. What's going on, chat? Hey, Bill's here.
What's going
Hey,
on
Bill.
in chat?
Bill's here. Okay,
Which
Chuck,
Bill?
actually, I'm incorrect. I-80 would take you through Winnemucca, Nevada, through Burns. Okay, well, that's a possibility then, Chuck. We might be coming through Burns. I thought Burns was further north, but yeah, I'll have to look at it. I've been having trouble, and I don't know if it's my computer, and of course, I've got an Apple, and they've been wanting to do this update, but the update has been real screwy. It's not wanting to download. Gets most of the way through it and quits. And I don't know if that's the problem with the maps, Google Maps, but Google Maps has been really screwy. I get on there, and if I scroll around very much, within 3 or 4 minutes, it's not loading stuff. And so I don't know if it's the computer doing that or if it's Google or Google Maps or what it is, but it's irritating when you're trying to do a long trip like that. Oh, thank you, Pappy. How you doing?
Hey, Pappy.
Oh, he got his mug in the mail yesterday. Good.
Sweet.
The only thing I don't like
I'm
about them is they're not big enough. I like a bigger mug.
We need jumbo mugs.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they were thicker too. They cool off relatively quickly. That's why I brought them. That's why I brought a thermos of coffee up here with me.
Well, you can't put a 12-ounce beer in them. They're too small. They need to be bigger.
Well, you can put the can in there. You just put the can in there. Open
Well,
the
that's true.
can in there, and then you can use it for a handle.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
Yeah. You have to improvise, man.
Can you hear all the chickens cockle-doodle-dooing here?
No.
Oh. Because I'm kind of outside and inside because I'm spraying my trees outside. Yeah. Well, with the little Gus, you have to do that because he's all over the place.
Hey, Chuck, if we end up going through Burns, I will. For sure. Like I say, when I get that finalized, the route finalized, I'll definitely let you know.
Well, we're gonna have fun when you get out here. That's for sure.
Oh, well, definitely.
Oh, you got to do the jet boats too. That's a must.
Jet boats.
I told you about those. Yeah, the Hellgate jet
Yeah,
boats.
you told me about them.
Oh, you gotta go.
Get wet. Is that what you're doing?
Oh, well, yeah. If you do it in the summertime, it's fun. Oh yeah, that's.
Well,
that's
yeah, we went rafting down the Arkansas River in Colorado too, and it like to froze our fannies off. It was a lot of fun, but it was cold water.
Well, even in the summertime here, that's just the thing to do.
Yeah.
Because you go down river 17 miles, and then they've got a dedicated lodge that Hellgate owns, and it's very organized. So they take you down, and they feed you all you can eat: ribs, chicken, salad, all the beer and wine you can drink in an hour. So the trip back is really fun.
I can put them out of business there.
Yeah, because they'll keep bringing pictures, and yeah. So people are in a real good mood coming back upriver, and
I would imagine they would
yeah, they have everybody's in really good spirits,
be.
literally.
Yeah.
It's a blast. Okay. I'm glad I bought 2 cans of this mat because I'm going through it like crazy.
Yeah, I bought 2 cans yesterday.
Because it seals these trees really good. Wish the glue would dry faster. Yeah, I'm sneaking up on that 500 tree mark. Got a ways to catch me, Claude.
Well, I haven't counted all mine, so I had a number at one time, but that was way back.
Well, I had a rough idea, but I wasn't sure. So yesterday I decided I'm just going to sit down and count them, which was fun. Exciting.
Okay. Now, coffee with ground foam in it.
Hey, that's a breakfast of champions.
Yeah, boy. Well, this batch of trees should do everything under the bridge over here.
I need another piece of wood. Let's see.
Good coffee. But you know how they say this, Woodland Scenics always says this stuff is color fast? Don't believe them. And you see my yellow fingertips. You get that spray adhesive on there and it'll suck everything off of it. Okay, where was I?
Oh, I got three trees to put on the layout. I don't know where to put them.
Well, you do what Bill was doing and get some heat shrink tubing and put them on top of one of the other trees.
That was a great idea Bill had.
Well, yeah, but he's making O-scale trees and get away with that.
Yeah. No, he's making some killer trees.
Sounds good.
I'm
Chuck.
so glad he came. I am really glad we got him on the show because that was a fun show Saturday.
Yeah, the dude's talented for sure.
Jeez, yeah.
But I think he's a little nuts. building 3 different layouts,
I
clean his
think so.
garage.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely ambitious.
if he had a 4-car garage or something, I could see doing something like that. But man, I thought I packed up the room when I did this layout.
Let's see. What about? What's a good place for a tree? I'm gonna shut these trains off for a minute. Pop. Okay, where
Okay.
am I gonna put a tree? I should probably put some back here. What do you think? Right
Chuck
there?
says they have
Let's
those
go one
jet
right there.
boats on the Snake River too.
Yeah, yeah. They've also got them on the lower road out of Gold Beach. That run. They actually they call them mail boats because they carry the U.S. mail up the river because there's a lot of people that upriver. That's their only way of getting mail. Let's see. What about? Let's see. More trees up here. You think more trees? Yeah. What about right there? There's a good spot. Well, I had a hole in it. There must have been a tree there before. Let's see. What about right? Let's see. How about down here or here? Or here? Or let's see.
Chuck says we need to get a West Coast meet and a great one great one of these days. I think he's got a typo there. Oh, Bernard's here. Hey, Bernard. No, you don't have to stand
Morning,
in the corner.
Bernard. How are you?
No standing in the corner.
Happy little trees.
Trees.
Yep, happy trees.
Lots
Yeah.
of. Here's what I'm making for those that have not caught up. And the light's not over here, so it's hard to see. And yes, they're yellow and green.
What kind of adhesive you're using, Claude?
Adhesive?
Yeah. Glue.
Which one's easier to see? This one probably. 3M. This is the 77 Super. You could use the general purpose, would work just as well. I think this one was on sale, and it's the big can. But that's what I use to put the foliage on. And then I'm using the matte, Rust-Oleum matte. This is the painter's. Let me get the other can here. Oh, it says on there. Dang. Painter's Touch. Matte clear. And that's just for sealing it, kind of like hairspray. I was going to go get hairspray, and Steve talked me into this, and so it's all his fault.
Why do you listen to me? Oh, now it's my fault. Okay.
Because I'm not very smart. I thought you knew that.
Oh, that's why we get along. Let's see there.
Bernard builds power plants, piston squirters.
I like that. That looks good. I hope I never have to take that mountain off again. That's a pain in the butt. Chuck says, why is it the only HO scale pine trees are normally like 9 inches tall, but HO scale for a 150-foot pine tree would be 20.689 inches
Oh yeah,
in
it'd
HO scale.
be
I don't know.
huge. The trick is not trying to make it exact. Of course, depends on what you're modeling. If you're doing like a small logging shelf layout, say, I would go for more realistic trees because everything's going to be up close. But on a big layout, like I say bigger layout like what I've got here, I'm just up for the overall effect is all I'm doing. So I'm more worried about quantity of trees than I am exactly how they look.
Well, that's the advantage of N scale. You can make a lot of them, and the detail doesn't have to be very good. I am going to go get Frenchie and bring him outside.
And of course, those statements are just my opinion, so don't take it for fact.
Nice disclaimer.
Yeah. This is a really nice little vacuum, though. This is a Woodland Scenics battery powered, and you can take the end off and dump your stuff out, and works really well for picking up loose ground foam. Yeah, the stocking over the shop back hose works well too, as long as you hang on to that sock. Because if you've ever done that, you'll know it'll suck that sock in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You lose the whole thing goes in.
Yeah. I did that.
Now, those are going to be later, so I don't need any green. Get in there. Okay. No. Okay, now we're going to do some of this color. Some of the late fall. A little more rust to it. I wish I had some bushes here around the house. These houses aren't old enough to have very many big bushes or, excuse me, anything like that to pull branches off or twigs off to make trees with. Because I like some of the natural looking ones, and they spread out nice where you can make some really nice looking trees. But I just don't have access to any of those right here around the house, at least. And
I've got enough for a couple of lifetimes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, you got a lot more land though. This was a farm here where all these houses are built, and yeah, 10 years ago there was nothing but cows on this land.
I better turn these things back on. There.
Oh, you'll like this, Steve. They came and pumped out the pool yesterday and did a little patching, little finish work on the gunite. And then it rained again last night.
Is it full again?
Yeah, well, and it's not quite as full as it was when they came yesterday, but it's yeah, there's quite a bit of water in it. Funny how that works. You dig a hole in the ground, it fills up with water. Somebody's texting me.
that.
Did you hear that? That's my text message. I can see who it is now.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, no, it's a notification thing. Oh. See, and I also have these. Excuse me. These are Super Leaf from Scenery Solutions. This is the same place I get the fusion fiber from. Real nice guy. He's in Salina, Kansas, actually. That's where he is. But this is Super Leaf, and if you've ever used Super Leaf, you know how nice a product it is. It's very fine leaf material. And what I'm going to do is just dust over the top of this with this color, give it another color. Yeah, Steve, I don't know if I need to drink anymore because I'm getting pretty high just with the paint fumes and the adhesive fumes. And
Oh, there.
Whew.
Yeah. Say that again. What?
Yeah. If I had any brain cells, it'd be bothering me.
That's why I'm doing it outside.
Yeah, that's too. Yeah, I don't have that option here. I could if I was down in my shop. I could walk out the garage door and do it, but it's kind of rainy out today, so that wouldn't work very well anyway.
I rolled up the door in the shop, and I'm going back and forth. And let's see where I'm going to put a tree. It's down here. Let's see. How about right? Let's see. That's a good spot right there. Okay, that'll work.
Let's see. Okay. Chuck says he's had to dig his stocking out of the shop back a few times. Yeah, I did the first time I did it. I turned that sucker on, and I've got a little 5-horse. It's a 4-gallon 5-horse rigid shop back, and I mean it sucked that dude right out of my hand. I was holding it, but it didn't do any good.
Bernard says your aspens are the Shizmet.
The Shizmet? Well, thank you.
Well,
they're looking good. They're gonna do what I want them to do. So this rusty one, I think I'm gonna put a little gold on top.
Wasn't that? I think that was a Robin Williams Mork from Ork. Shizmet.
Is that where that came from?
Shizmet.
God, it's been ages since I've seen any of those.
Nanu.
Okay, come over there. I need to go wash my hands because the yellow's starting to come off on the trunks, and I don't want that to happen.
Well, don't leave me by myself. Okay, let's find another. The boat. Let's see. About right there. That's a good spot. Right there.
Okay, where was I? Oh, let's take a look at chat here. Okay. Did I see the Mount Albert turnout ties on eBay? Got a couple of bags for 25 each. No, I didn't. The only ones I've seen on there, the guy was in Russia, and it was going to cost more to ship them than it was for what he was wanting for them. So I didn't get them. But although I don't know that I'm going to need too many more individual ties, still got quite a few, and I've got plenty of narrow gauge ties. But the up on the top, I don't know how much handling I'm going to do on that. I've got a bunch of HON3 Flex Track that I got dirt cheap. And the only reason I bought it was because it was so cheap. I thought, well, if nothing else, I'll turn around and sell it and make money on it. And I'm the only thing I can think of is the guy didn't know what he had price wise. And I don't remember. I think it was, he had 33, 35 3-foot sections of microengineering code 70 HON3 Flex Track, and I got it for, I want to say $70 shipped. That was the shipped price.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like $2 a 3-foot section, which that's just crazy. But anyway, I bought it. It was real cheap, and so that's why I got it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. But because the only other Flex Track I used on the layout is on the Helix, on the Helix and the 2 reverse loops on the standard gauge in the Mountain. But I'm thinking I may do some up on the upper level because people won't be able to see it as well anyway. And once I paint it and ballast it, it'll look good. So I may do that just for speed reasons. Although on my mining district on the far side, that may get hand laid track just because I can do so much more with it. I can make it much more uneven and stuff like that than I can't do with the flex track. So for making something look really old and rustic, me and hand laying's the way to go, because you can spike one side down tighter than the other and you'll get that wobble back and forth, you know. Because if that's one thing my son said, and I showed him a video one time of the Durango and Silverton before we'd gone out there, and the guy was filming from one of the crossings, and the K-36 is coming up the track with all the passenger cars, and he's just doing this down the track. I mean, waddling down the track, and that's because the narrow gauge lines are just not nearly as well installed as the standard gauge stuff was. Now they do keep it, you know, done up well, but it's still not as flat as what you'll see on a narrow gauge. I mean, on a standard gauge track, which to me just adds character to it. So. Okay, and then we got remember how to own it. Smoking. Oh, they're talking boats. I don't remember any of the boats, Bernard. Sorry.
Boats? What boats?
Bernard says your trains are running good this morning, Steve.
Yeah, go figure that one out. Thank God.
Chuck's going to do some stuff on loud. He can't see chat, but he can hear us. I'm sorry.
That's good. Yeah. I'm sorry you can't.
I know, Bernard. That's why I bought it. And everything on the narrow gauge stuff is going through the roof. All the kits that I bought tons of narrow gauge cars and stuff. A lot of them are the LaBelle cars and stuff. I got those things for $5 a piece. You know, or a lot of them I did. $5 to $10 a piece for a kit. Now they're wanting 20 for them. And that's without trucks and couplers. That's just the wood kit. So you still got to build it after you get it. But everything has gone up because of the pandemic. You know, people staying home. And of course, then manufacturers not being able to manufacture at the same rate.
Well, I'd noticed on eBay, I kind of scroll through looking for N scale stuff, any deals that might come up for locomotives, and they've gone crazy.
Oh yeah,
there's no deals out there at all.
Done that. Yeah, all of it's done that. People are being, you know, are at home and looking for something to do, and it just drove the prices up.
I'm not going to pay $100. I'll buy a new one.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, that's the thing. You got to be careful, even when it's not like this. You got to be careful on eBay, but you can still find deals. You just have to be patient, and you know.
Well, I've just noticed how the prices in the last few months have just skyrocketed.
Yeah. Well, I need the hobby stuff, and it's not just trains. It's all the hobby stuff is going crazy. This is the best way to do when I have to do a lot of trees is during the beans, because I got somebody to talk to while I'm doing it.
Yeah,
because otherwise
I
it gets
heard
kind
that.
of boring after a while. But I'm down to only needing 4 more. And then I can plant some. Hey, if anybody'd like to come on, just let me know, and I'll put the link in the chat.
Yeah, we get boring.
Oh, a yellow and golden, Bernard. I've got some Stewart's bees in the FTs. And I got those pretty good price too. And they were all brand new. I've got so many, the black and gold stripe, black with the gold stripe, that I'm not going to be able to use them all.
Dueling spray cans. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Train wreck.
Ruh-roh, George.
What's up, George? Rubio?
Ooh, got to find $15 ship. That's a good price. I bought mine all in AB sets, so. But I've got, let me show you. I'll show you what I got here. I think they're sitting right here. Let's do this one here. This is a powered B unit, Stuart, and this is actually I believe, an F3B powered. That's one I probably won't end up using. And this is a set. It says F3A and F3B, but it's actually FTs. It's an AB set, and they're both powered. That's one I'll probably keep. This one I'll probably get rid of. And then I've got 2 more FTAs that are powered, and 2 FTBs that are non-powered. So I've got more than I need, and those are all in the freight scheme. And then I've got in the Proto 2000, I've got a powered PA1 and a PB1. The PB1's not powered though, and those are in the gold stripe, or in the gold with the the skinny stripes. So I've got more than enough motive power, and that's not counting my switching diesels. I've got a bunch of early diesels. Got an RS3, GP7. What else I got? And have to go back there and dig them out. Well, I got more than I'll ever be able to get on the layout at the same time. That's for sure. But I don't have as many as Steve has.
Well, I got no place to run them.
I know I'm gonna get there early in the morning sometime and get up there in your attic and pack them all in my car before you get up.
There you go.
Of course, I'd have no place to put them either. So once I got them home,
Yeah, I'd have to. That's why they're up in the attic. I got no place to put them, no place to run them.
yeah, I wouldn't do that to you though. Those were all your dad's. So, oh, he's got boxes, guys. He's got
They're not doing
boxes
me
and
any
boxes
good.
of HO stuff in his attic.
Yeah, I've got
Damn, just all the
100-car
reefers you got.
reefer train.
Yeah, all the reefers and man.
Yeah, he was out of control.
Oh, we don't get that way.
No,
We don't get out of control with this hobby. What are you talking about?
No.
Hey, Pappy, take care, man.
Oh, thanks for stopping in. Out. I got to get your keychains out. I just thought about that. I was like, oh crap. Don't leave me to do anything that goes in the mail.
I feel like I'm dipping corn dogs.
Thanks, Pappy.
I was going to do that. I was going to put that on here, wasn't I? And I still didn't do it.
What were you going to do?
Put the link to the show on there, so if anybody wants to come on. There it goes. We found a paint pasture set of materials. Ah, yeah. I found those arch roof cars, which are shorter than a regular heavyweight car, which looks much better on my tighter curves. And so I got those, but I've got a set of heavyweights that somebody, I think they're roundhouse models that somebody put together and then painted up. And I'm going to end up selling those. I got those for a good price too. I think about $80 for 7 cars, something like that. I don't think they have interiors in them, but they do look nice. They're just heavyweights, and I just don't think they'll look as good on my layout. One thing I always thought about, everybody using the heavyweight passenger cars, and they got a real tight corner, and the train comes around the corner, and it looks like a Swiss knife, you know, getting folded up. Okay. Well, that doesn't look like a tin Christmas tree. That looks better. Much, much better. There we go. That's a pretty good group. Okay, now this one. What the hell am I going to do with this one? Look at that. So this.
Why am I talkative today?
So what?
Should tell me to stop talking so much.
Yeah, right. Okay, Shannon. I have a tendency to rattle quite a bit. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your dilemma, 32-inch radius. I wish I had 32-inch radius. I did keep my standard gauge to 25, and it doesn't look bad with the short locos and the shorter passenger cars. They don't look too bad, but that's why I stayed that way. I've got a Challenger. I got a Athearn Genesis Challenger that's a nice loco, but it's going to be way too big for my layout. It'll run on it, but it doesn't look good on it. It does coming down the straight. It looks great. Going around the corner, it looks like it's going to wipe out every trackside shanty on the layout. When that articulated front turns, it's hanging over the edge. Looks like a logging truck coming around the corner, man. I just had an idea.
That's
Careful.
scary.
Careful. Got an idea.
Be careful.
Well, I may take some of this camo paint and paint this dryer sheet before I put it on the tree. See if that works. It's the only thing I got in here besides white, so. Okay, lay that down there like that. Sit still. Yeah, that might work better. Try that. Gonna try that. Where you going, John? Is that what you're doing in Hawaii tomorrow? Left it over here.
Okay. Ooh, Hawaii. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, I thought he was getting ready to go over there. You suck, John.
God, really, man. I gotta
I
go to work.
haven't
I
been to
gotta go
Hawaii
to
in a
Hawaii.
long time.
I've never been.
Hawaii's cool.
And I don't see myself going anytime soon.
The people
Thought it
are
was
super
hot.
friendly. Yeah, people are super friendly, even to tourists.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and get little Gussie outside. He's got to come out. It's too
Well, you
nice for
already
him
headed
to
out
be
there.
inside. I was going to, but he was sleeping.
Ah,
I can meet him outside. As soon as he wakes up, he's going to be terrorizing the other two dogs and a cat. Oh, yep, everybody's coming out. Everybody's coming out. They hear me talking and they're like, oh, he's with somebody.
okay, all done with those. Here. Make a little noise. Do a little dance.
Make a little love, get down tonight. How about if I set you guys up with a different angle? Probably getting bored looking at this. Let's see.
Okay.
That's a big 410.
Now I need to switch light back over here.
Ooh, I hear doggies. Speaking of doggies.
Well, mine are crazy, so take no heed. Okay. This out of the way. I'll stick my leg to it.
Gussie. No.
That one has to be redone. That'll be later. Okay. Island hopping on the seaplane the other day was the most fun I ever had.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Oh, in the Bahamas. Yeah, Bahamas are beautiful. Anywhere down there on that Bahama bank, anywhere that water's shallow and get that bright blue color, it's just gorgeous there. Bernard says he's rethinking the layout, first level just for big steam and big blows, big boys, and another for some switching in and around towns. Yeah, it's, your priorities can change quite a bit. Mine have. I was going to do 2 towns on top. Now I'm going to do a mining section. So, yeah, you can change it up pretty quick. Hey, Bernard, did you see that guy? He lives in Idaho, I think, and he sold the kit fox that he had, but he did a video where he was flying it down to the guy that was buying it from him. And I want to say the guy was in Alabama or someplace and flew that sucker down, several hops. But they flew at such a low level. I thought that was pretty cool. That's the kind of flying I'd like to do is that small aircraft where you're close to the ground, where you can see stuff. Excuse me. Okay, let's see if we can pack some of these in here now. Okay, Steve.
I can't believe these trains are still running in here. Now, let's see. Yeah, speaking of E6000, I got to get some more. Right there. No, I don't like that. What about... That's a good spot right there. Ooh, like that.
Uh-oh. There's a bad thing that happens, Steve.
What's that?
When I use that spray, I guess it softens it up enough, and then it flattens the one side that the trees are laying on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
See here?
Oh, I'm outside. Hang on a second.
Oh, yeah. It's. Wasn't even thinking about that.
Not good.
No. No, not good, not good, not good.
Blame Heath. Be back a momento. Gotta go find the dogs.
Okay. Okay, let's collage and flew over wreck DC3 that's now a reef, all low level below 100 feet. Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. No, Bernard, I don't. When I'm on YouTube, I'm usually looking at train videos or layout videos and stuff. So I don't get that much, but the DC3, yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. I'd like to. I would have learned to fly, except by the time I got around to being able to do something like that, it wasn't the pilot's license that cost so much. It was the renting the plane. So I never did get into it. Plus, my wife was never liked it when I was thinking about flying in small aircraft. She doesn't mind flying. She's not scared of flying, but she doesn't like the little planes. We flew on into from Tulsa to Dallas Fort Worth on an Embraer twin turboprop, and she hated that because it vibrated quite a bit. It wasn't one of the best flights I've ever been on. But we get to Dallas Fort Worth and there's a storm coming in, so the guy goes all the way south of the wind switched around, so he goes all the way to the south side of the airport and has to turn back north. This is going into DFW, and by the time he starts in on his final, the wind's shaking us around pretty good. And I mean, he was back and forth like this. I told my wife, I said, "Oh, he's playing John Wayne." We were swaying pretty good, like we were in a hammock or something. And he got down about 20 feet from the ground, and the ground effect just smoothed it out. And it was a nice, smooth landing. But boy, she was white knuckled on that chair. She did not like that. I told her, I said, nothing to worry about. He's either going to get us down or he's not, in one piece. If he doesn't, you'll never know it. So don't sweat it. She didn't think that was very funny.
No, I wouldn't think she would.
She's kind of like that, you know. I don't know what her problem is, but you know.
I'm multitasking. I'm making trees and keeping track of dogs. I heard that.
Oh, the pooches?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, somebody walking down the street or something. They think they own the property out as far as they can see.
Well, they do. At least they think they do.
Yeah, as far as they're concerned, that's the truth. It's a good idea to remember where you drilled the hole.
Yeah.
Lynn McCarty, welcome.
Hello.
Well, Lynn, I don't know why you wouldn't have, Lynn. Unless you're not subscribed, turn on the notification bell. That would be the thing. Even if you're subscribed, you have to have a notification bell to get a notification.
Come on, puppy.
Claude, looks like the trestle is all tied in now. I mean the track. Yeah, it is on one end, Bernard. On the far end down here, it is tied in. I still need to paint the ties and ballast it, but this is not actually attached to the bridge yet. Because I wanted to hand spike this so I could put a guardrail and stuff in it. I did all that on the bench, laid all the ties out. I put the guard boards on the outside of the bridge. I glued all the ties to that, and that way I could pick it up all as one piece before I was able to spike it, and then I went and spiked the rail. And then once the rail was spiked to it, with that and the boards on either side, it held it together pretty well, so I could get it up here and get it put in place. And this end will get trimmed off a little bit, but it's not attached yet. It's just laying there. But yeah, it looks pretty good. It came out pretty well. I'm happy with it. Get all these trees put in here, then this kind of will be done, and I can move back down toward the rest of the layout. But I've been wanting to get these trees in here, so because if I start on something else, then it'll be forever before I get back over here and get this done. So I thought I better get it done now.
Get her done.
Get her done. That's right. What the heck happened back here? Uh-huh.
Look. Here. No, come here. Shh. Come on, back inside. Come on, good boy. Good boy, Boopers. Good boy, Boo. Come on, back inside.
Yeah, that clear mat works good for locking them down, locking the foliage down.
Gus, no. Shh. No. No. He's over here digging it in the fire pit. Get out of. Oh my
Must have
God.
dropped a hot dog in there.
Oh, you are. Oh, I gotta get a picture of that. I can't. Get out of. He's digging in the ashes. Get out of there. Oh man, you're a mess. You can't go out like that. Get over here.
By the way, guys, I know y'all know this, but do not attempt to
Come here.
put the foreground trees in first. I know you're all sitting there looking at me doing this, going, what an idiot.
Hey, we've been there.
Well, the bad thing is I know better too. Still did it. Oh, something I meant to do with this batch that I didn't do was make a twin fork trunk for one of them. You don't see them very often, but every once in a while you will. I'll be right back. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. I'm behind here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Lynn. Google Maps have been screwing up on me lately. I don't know what the deal is with it, but I don't know if it's Google or what. Bernard says, Steve, you must have got your couplers and trucks changed out.
No. all my rolling stock are still Rapidos. Locomotives are all knuckle couplers. So I got transition bars, and they don't like to play together sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Bernard says, yeah, I'm taking your advice on building it first and then setting it in place. Oh, you're talking about the bridge? Yeah, and that's not my advice. Well, I agree with that advice, but I've seen it done by many, many people where they have the bridge set up on their layout, and then they basically take that part of the track out, build the bridge, and then come and set it in place all together, which would make it a lot easier to do on the bench for sure. Lynn says, I know what I like about work. It's sitting back and watching others work. Yeah, Lynn, that's true. That isn't much better. Oh, Lynn, all the time.
John's got a cat named Gus. Okay. Okay.
I drill the holes all the time in this ground cover, and then turn around and have to do something to the tree, and then by the time I turn back around, I can't figure out where the damn hole is.
I used to have a cool fat cat named Harley. He was the laziest, fattest, lovable cat there was.
Well, the best cat we ever had he was a tomcat, and I mean he was a mouser. The only time he came in was to eat and catch mice in the house. But he once he had been there for a month, we had no mice in the house. And then he went out and he'd roam all night long and come in to eat. And then he'd go outside. He never even used the litter box. He always did it outside, which was just fine with me. The second best cat we had his name was Tipper, because he was half Siamese and half something else. And he was all white except for his ears, looked like a Siamese cat. And he had a black tip on the end of his tail. So my daughter called him Tipper. And that was the dumbest cat I think I've ever seen in my life. The only cat I've ever seen fall off something and not land on his feet. But I called him Stupid, and he would come to me. I'd call him, say, "Come here, Stupid," and he'd come over to me. He was a good cat, but we couldn't let him outside. He'd get hurt every time he went outside. Chuck just had a first good run with 6 auto racks through the helix. Had some ballast that was attached to the inside of the rail, so I cleaned the track with a wire brush, then CRC, and the cars all went good. Well, good. The cat you have now is Merlin. Oh, I can't imagine how you got that name. He thinks he's a dog. Yeah, those are the best cats, the ones that act like a dog. Because the ones that act like a cat are just a-holes.
Yeah.
Well, dang, Steve, this is starting to look pretty good.
I'm gonna have to come look.
It's starting to look better than what I had originally envisioned. Okay.
Well, let me come in and take a look. Hang on a second.
Well, don't kill yourself. That's not worth that much.
Nah, that one. Let me come in and take a look. Looks pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. It's really yellow.
That's how aspens are. They're really yellow. That's why I'm putting some green pines in there with them. That's the thing. You get on this picture right here, I know was taken from this one, and the one on my backdrop down here behind my yard were both taken from the Cumberson Toltec area. And when you're in the Toltec Canyon on the one side, you're on the south side of the canyon looking north, and you can look across, and we were there, all the aspens were green, this light green like you see here. I don't know if you can see that here, but anyway, they were that light green, but you could tell the difference, and you could tell where the aspens were versus the pine trees. And the docent on the trip was telling us that he said there's nothing more beautiful than seeing these when they're really yellow. He said it looks like gold flowing down molten gold flowing down the mountain. But there were some of the biggest swaths of aspen trees I've ever seen were in that canyon. And they were all on the other, not all of them, but the ones you could see were on the other side of the canyon. So you had a really good look at them.
We don't get a lot of yellow around here. Not like that anyway.
Now we don't either. Now we do have, people plant red maples. We've got one in the front yard, and they're beautiful in the fall. But the main tree here in Oklahoma are post oak. And you talk about ugly trees in the fall. Well, ugly trees all winter long because they don't even drop their leaves. They just turn rust brown. You know, not a good color, not something like that. They're browner than that, and they're just ugly. So fall around here is not real pretty. Now springtime can be when all the azaleas are blooming. They have a lot of azaleas here. I drilled that hole in there. Oh, there it is. Okay.
How are your feet holding up?
Not bad. Not bad right now. But it goes from being where I don't notice it to you better sit down before we renege real quick.
I think I need to find some little branches to put on now. Let's see.
Oh, did you hear about Nate?
No.
I was on Facebook because I don't get on Facebook very much, but I got on there this morning kind of catching up with some family stuff, and I saw Nate's post.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be having, he may have already had the surgery. I don't know because it was 3 days old, but he had a diabetic ulcer, and they're going to have to amputate one of his legs. And so he said he was going to be out of commission for a while. Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, crap. No, I hadn't heard that.
No, I hadn't heard it either. I wouldn't have if I hadn't seen it on Facebook. But there again, I don't get on there very often. So, but yeah, so you guys keep him in your prayers, and hopefully he'll get over that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That sucks.
Yeah, I don't know how many guys know him. Nate with it used to be Nate's Light Iron Hobbies, and
it used to be the Taddington Valley something?
Tagon Valley, yeah. And now it's he's doing East Broadtop now. But he had a narrow-minded Mondays was his live stream.
Right.
And he had a stroke a few years ago. And now he's dealing with this. It just sucks.
Jeez. Yeah, just when people think they got it bad, they realize somebody's got it way worse.
I've got aches and pains, but I don't have that kind of problem. So, thank goodness.
Yeah, that's pretty serious.
think that looks pretty decent. There, let's straighten some of these up though. Okay, we got 3. Not bad. Needs some deadfall and stuff in it, but other than that, not looking too bad.
Hey, that's what I was just putting in. I was finding sticks for deadfall.
Yeah. Well, there again, I don't have a lot of that around here, so I have to go find it or buy a bag of Woodland Scenics deadfall, which is crazy to buy. That's like buying bottled water. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'll give you a better look at this now, guys.
Oh, I'm coming in to look.
Get the umbrella or get the drill out of the way.
Coming in to look. Let me see.
That's the overall look.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Of course, it'll look a lot better once I get a valance up and the proper lighting and all that stuff. But
That's great.
I think it came out pretty good. See, and I changed the trees underneath there. I used to have that first series of trees that I had, and I think that looks a lot better than it used to. Anywho's. Oh, mercy me. Okay. How long have we been on here? 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Oops, I think I need to spray all these. I'll put them in.
I bet your feet feel like it too.
Yeah, like I say, it's not horrible yet, but it won't be long. I'll have to get off of them.
Well, my ear pods just went doo, 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 doo. They're saying.
Yeah.
Batteries are going. I'll lose them one at a time.
I hear if you stick a charger in your butt, you can wear them all day.
I've heard that, but I don't know. I think I'll kind of pass on that. I heard it works, though.
Well, I don't know if it works or you just don't care. That may be what it is.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Ooh, I'm going to have to get out of here just for the paint fumes are about to get me. Whew.
Where'd that little dog go? Hey, get over. Hey.
Holy moly.
It's like trying to keep.
Don't have any open flames in here. I'll go up in a ball of flame. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Uh-oh, they've been talking about all kinds of stuff. Thanks, Chuck. Bernard, dang finglers today. I know how you feel, Bernard. Oh, thanks, Bernard. That's kind of what I was trying to do. Chuck. Chuck saying he used to keep cats around the ranch to catch mice. Most are wild and they never lived to be very old because of the owls, hawks, and coyotes would get them after a while. Dad named all the animals so he could count them as dependents. I love it. I love it. I don't think I'll have him do my taxes, but I love that. I agree, Bernard. Yep, you count your blessings every day, man.
Heard that. Sometimes we get complacent and start complaining.
Okay, Bernard, we'll see you later. Take care.
See you later, Bernard. Thanks for hanging in.
Hey, probably not, Bernard. If they were kids, they didn't have Social Security number. I'm not Bernard, Chuck. Yeah, you didn't have Social Security numbers. Oh, let's see here. see how many we still got in here. Well, there's 7 watching.
Really?
Yeah, well, it's what YouTube says anyway.
Well, we are exciting, right? I mean, exhilarating.
Yeah, I'm getting high on this paint fume, man.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, it's almost lunchtime for me. I must go feed the beast.
You mean it's getting that time, huh?
Yeah, it's getting that time. Of course, once I sit down, then my feet will feel it. Is what it'll be. I'm standing on this pad.
I hate this. It's once I've been working all day, it's like I don't stop because if I sit down, it's like, oh crap, I'm gonna get back up again.
Oh, what are you putting in there?
What?
I don't know. You just stuck something in the trees. What is it? Dead body or something? What? Oh, deadfall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deadfall. Okay.
Yeah. And then if I can move them around, and then if I like them, I glue them.
Oh, Dave BNSF is here. Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. You never got a hold of me, so I could get you your stuff, did you? Did you get your prize from the contest we had a while back that you won? I don't remember now. I know I was after you for a while to get you to get a hold of me. Yeah, it's amazing what scenery does to a layout. It just looks really good.
Yeah, I don't know why they're running so smooth today, Dave. They didn't start out that way. They didn't start out that way.
Oh, I wish I ran that smooth. Not my training's me. Orange. Oh, I got a thing of orange leaves here. What is that?
I'm running out of things to do.
That's the orange stuff, and that's what I put in there, and then duck back in the bag. Okay. So I can put all that in here now. Get in there. Yeah, I kept running out of this foliage, Steve, and at the hobby shop, because I only have one bag at a time is all they ever have in stock. And so when I buy it, it's out of stock for 3 weeks. So I found some on eBay, and the guy had 5 of them, and I bought 4 of the bags. And I still have 2. I have 2 full bags left, and 2.5 bags left. That's not counting the super leaf that I have that I was putting on there. But I still have plenty of foliage. Plenty of foliage for pine trees, see. I got a gallon baggie here of it. Conifer color green. And man, putting it in the bullet blender really made it nice and fine. So I can put them on the trees.
Those bullets are pretty slick.
Yeah, and she's got one of the small containers too, so I can put it in that small one and I'll use one of the big ones.
Well, one earpiece just died. So now I'm with one. I'm left with one.
Well, Dave, send me an email. Here, put it in the chat now. Oh, did you write it down? Okay, well then I won't put it in here. Yeah, just send me an email and pick something off of the off the Teespring deal, and I'll get it sent to you. Okay. Well, I think I'm about done, Steve.
Yeah, I think I'm probably
You're kind of outside, aren't you?
right with you. No, not at the, well, I'm kind of in and out.
Kinda in and out.
I put the dogs back in. Got
Is that
tired of chasing
consciousness
them.
or?
In and out, yeah. Yeah, exactly. In and out of consciousness. I kind of fade.
Yeah, send me that email, Dave, and Chuck's sending me one too, so I'll get you both one out.
I'm back in. Let me look at chat.
Oh.
What's Chuck says 9 and 9. That's pretty cool.
9 and 9 what? Did I miss something?
9 watching, 9 likes.
Ah.
9 for 9. That's pretty cool.
Well, I'm just looking at Chad here on StreamYard. I can flip it over to YouTube, but there's not really any point. Anyway, guys, thanks for dropping by and spending some time. And
Yeah.
Dave and Chuck, I'll get your stuff out to you as soon as I get your email. And as soon as you pick something, and send me the choice in the email. If it's a T-shirt, make sure you put your size on there. And the T-shirts run just a tad small, so you might pick the size bigger. Depending on which one you get, they'll shrink a little bit, I think. Although, like one like this it's the comfort tees. If you get the comfort tees, they're not bad as far as shrinking, and they're nice and comfortable. So, anyway, yeah, good to see you, Chuck. Lynn, thank you. Dave, take care. And you guys keep Nate in your prayers, and
Yeah.
And hopefully he'll do good with the surgery and stuff, and there won't be any complications, and he'll be back at
That's
it.
crap.
Yeah, that sucks big time. So anyway,
Okay.
till next time, guys. We'll see you Saturday. I don't know.
Sure.
We don't have a guest Saturday, do we?
Not that I've heard.
I'll have to work on a guest. I might be able to get Ted and my son, and they can give you their thoughts on the trip we took or something. I'll see if I can get a hold of them and get them locked in. But anyway, we will see you guys later, and take care. Till next time.
Thanks for hanging in.